Well, we're going to be a couple minutes early here, and we've got about a 9-second delay to from the Zoom Live into YouTube Live. And we've had, as you know, a lot of challenges, as are a lot of people performing virtually these days with some of the different platforms. And it looks like everyone's kind of settling on this, is to get your stuff live out to YouTube and then send links out from that YouTube site. That will be probably the safest thing to do for consistency for you and for your viewing experience. We appreciate all your patience with me and with other performers who have been having challenges with some of the services, as they have not been perhaps playing nicely enough together, let's say. But it is 3 songs for Prometheus. We are starting a couple of minutes early today, and we're going to hang around. It is the last Tuesday in October of 2020, and it is a couple of days before Halloween. I wish you all a safe and happy Halloween. I loved one of the memes I saw this week about Halloween, where someone was saying, "I've been wearing a mask and eating candy for 7 months. I don't need another day devoted to that." So I think that's kind of funny, but kind of true. But it's scary stuff. It reminds me of monster horror chiller theater, like Count Floyd and all of the folks at SCTV, who, in honor of all their 3D, SCTV was a comedy series way back in the day, where John Candy and Andrea Martin and Eugene Levy and Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas and Catherine O'Hara. Oh my Lord, the brilliant creativity on that show. It was Second City Television up in Canada, and there was actually some transporting between those two comedy improv troupes. This is in the pre-Saturday Night Live days. Where did a lot of these folks come from? Excuse me. Even one of the better comedic and serious actors came out of that whole gang out in Second City, and that was Alan Arkin, believe it or not. A little before my time, I wasn't a teen or college person during those years, but I'm a big fan of comedy, so I like to go back and make sure I'm well-versed in comedy. Because the secret of comedy is timing. It's timing. That one was from my brother Henry. But do have a safe and happy Halloween. I should be able to see any comments here on the YouTube page as well. So I've got my large screen over here. I've got my laptop in front of me. So hopefully this will work out pretty well. I'm going to start one quick thing here before we go. So again, this is every Tuesday at 4:00. It is 3 songs for Prometheus. This is Tom Cooney. Um, and I'm asking I'm asking my wonderful daughter to bring me up a cup of tea because I didn't bring any tea or water with me. And I'm coughing already, and I'm at the start of the show. So anyway, welcome to you and yours. So it's a few days before Halloween, and it's also um, a few days, 1 week before the United States election. Um, if you are voting in person, double check your voting place. Some places have changed because of COVID. Make sure you know where you're going to be. Double check your registered information too. It's too late to register to vote in most states. A few allow it. Make sure you know if you're in one of those states. But in the Mid-Atlantic, pretty much it's past registration day. And I believe there's a couple of states that allow a mail-in ballot. But if you go to vote.org, they will show you anything that you need to know. Or you can go to votespa.com. Matter of fact, since we're on Zoom, let's kind of go do that right now. Testing our 9-second delay here. So I'm coming over to appear at the 9-second delay just to make sure that this screen share is working. And poof, let's see it. There it is. There is your votespa.com. Everything that you really need to do is there. So make sure you do go to there. Same thing with all the other stuff in your state. Be active. Make sure your registration info is correct before you get there if you're voting in person. Make sure you know where your polling place is. And third responsibility is make sure that you, your friends, your family, your neighbors are going to vote. Do what you can to help them get there if safely, if you need to help them. If you're dropping doing a mail-in ballot, it is strongly recommended that you do not mail it now. It is 7 days before the election. The U.S. mail, because of the tampering the current administration is doing with the U.S. mail system, is not guaranteed to get your vote to the county election office in your area on time. And it's very sad to say that, but that's the situation we are in. It's like it's just bizarre. And on top of that, the U.S. Supreme Court voted last night, 5-3, that the state of Wisconsin had the right to not count ballots that were postmarked, that are going to be postmarked by election day, but not received in the election office by election day. So most states allow 2 days. Some states allow 3 days, and others have passed exceptions to go beyond that this year because of the high number of mail-in ballots and because of the tampering by this administration with the mail system. So it was very shocking that the Supreme Court last night did that, said that you can actually go to the post office, have your mail-in ballot postmarked by election day, but if it doesn't get to where it's going by that afternoon, it's okay not to count it. There's no logic in it. It's stunning. It's political activism, and it's legislating from the bench is what it's called. That's the phrase when judges actually create law like that. So don't use the mail. If you have a mail-in ballot, it's 7 days away. Don't use the mail. You have a couple of choices. Go to your county's election office or go to a manned secure drop box in your county. My county, Montgomery County in Pennsylvania, has 11 of them around the county. That's where I dropped my mail-in ballot last weekend. Very safe, very secure. So if you got a mail-in, that's what you got to do. You have to bring it somewhere, to the county election office or to a manned secure drop box. If you're going in person, check your registration info, check your polling location. Be safe when you do it. It is a good thing to participate in this outstanding democracy where we hope to get back on the trajectory of the Constitution very shortly. Summer cruise, capital city, driving with RTC on a slow ride with my baby. Got a Gil Scott Heron song. This summer evening sits so pretty, nothing could go wrong. Man, this city shines like a ruby. Climb in the back and ride along. Peace comes to the city, shining like a star. On the lost, the fools, the holy, and the dreamers flying in my car. Riding through Cooney on the high side. Let's head up to Trinity Ridge. We'll watch the sun slide down on Hugh Blind. Dream about the lives we will live. We'll break the chains that freeze our minds. We'll learn about that great big love. They swear we'll be there for each other. Just call my name and I will run. Oh, peace comes to the city, shining like a star. Lost, the fools, the holy, and the dreamers flying in my car. Chains that freeze our minds. We'll learn about that great big love. They swear we'll be there for each other. Just call my name, call my name, call my name. I'll run. Oh, peace comes to the city like a chariot on fire. For the lost, the fools, the holy, and the dreamers flying in my car. La 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 la. Peace comes to the city. I hope you enjoyed that tune. Peace comes to the city. That is a song. Excuse me while I do a setting there. Excuse my hand. Excuse my reach. Excuse me, like reaching across a table. That's a song I wrote in 2016 about the town where I grew up in, Hartford. And it's a song about driving around in the summer evening with all your friends and family. And after everyone has worked all day, whatever job we had during the summers of our high school years, we'd all meet in the evening a lot and just hang out or go driving. And that's about those summer evenings. Summer cruise in the capital city. WRTC is on. Radio Trinity College. I'm on a slow ride with my baby, and there's a Gil Scott-Heron song. Oh, like fine wine, man. Good stuff. That goes out to everyone I grew up with in Hartford, friends, family, otherwise. Wherever you're from, it's always where you're from, and it's always a special place. Keep in mind that we have all of these election things happening today. Let's go back to votespa.com just for a second. And special thank you to that secret arm. That's my daughter. She is amazing. Just amazing. Lucky. So there's your votespa.com. In there, on the bottom, as you can see, that whole bottom row of icons, there are ballot return locations, information on mail-in and absentee ballots. There's a way to track your mail ballots. Oh, by the way, PA is my county, Montgomery County, is really good about notifying you that they've received your ballot and via email, and so they're all very good. Upcoming elections you can look at. You can search for where your county office is in Pennsylvania. There's notifications on new voting systems and checking your registration status. And make sure that you go to aclu.gov.org. Excuse me. That's aclu.org. Let's do that. We'll go to aclu.org and go back to our screen share. We'll stop this screen share and go to another one. Let's go to... That's one of the reasons why we're doing Zoom here. We switched to this platform. It allows us to liven up the show a little bit, provide more information, more background stuff. I'll maybe even today, I should do this. Someone told me that I need to do this, so we'll go to that site later. But for the ACLU, as you see right now, has a lot of great information. They have been around for over 100 years. They protect civil liberties as defined in the Constitution and as interpreted by law. They do it regardless of politics. They're not funded by Democrats or Republicans or members of any party. They have defended hundreds of thousands of people, including people from the other side of the political discussion, from you. I guarantee it, if anyone has tried to violate their civil rights. ACLU is a great place to go to see about getting voting information and let's take a quick look at their news section here. They have a guide about helping you vote by mail. And they let you take a voting pledge there. And they also have different actions that you can sign up to be a part of. So I would strongly recommend you visit the ACLU and support them if you can. Let's do a quick slide back out here to the music. Again, this is 3 songs for Prometheus. It's every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. We've been doing this live since March. We've only had one rerun episode since March. So we thank you for listening and for your comments and for your support. Let me go back to the YouTube page. There we are. Oh, Elizabeth, hi, thank you, and thank you for the compliment on the song. Elizabeth Gillen has complimented over on the YouTube page. And if you want to hear a great songwriter, go hear Elizabeth Gillen and her keyboard work and her crystalline vocals. That's how I would describe the quality of her singing. It's exceptional. It's Gillen, Gillen. And if you look her up on Spotify or other places, she's got some great, just beautiful music, great arrangements as well. Thank you for the compliment. I love playing that song. It's really poppy, and it kind of matches one of the grooves I try to shoot for, which is what is the mix of folk and jazz, with the jazz chordings and the modulation and the major 7 sharp 11s and all that cool stuff. So thank you for the compliment. This song is a straight out and out blues. So, and this is a song that has a great message at the end about making sure you stand up. The writing's on the wall. It's tomorrow's news. The writing's on the wall. It's tomorrow's news. We've turned the corner to the postmodern blues, yeah. Fear is freedom, lies the truth. Yeah, fear is freedom, lies are the truth. And war is peace in the postmodern blues. If you got nothing, you're the one who pays the dues. 'Cause the mighty are so oppressed, and greed is good. People are tired of living life on the ropes. Praying for justice, trying to give each other hope. Hey, count down to midnight. It's choose or lose on voting day. Count down to midnight. It's choose or lose, yeah. Choose, yeah. Lose, yeah. Storm these walls or die with the postmodern blues. Storm these walls or die with the postmodern blues. storm the walls. That's my choice. You're welcome, Elizabeth. That's the postmodern blues. That's where things become surreal, where fear is freedom, lies the truth, and if you have nothing, you're the one who's paying the dues, and because the mighty are so oppressed. So, boy, I tell you, we got to turn that around. And next Tuesday is a great day to start to turn that around, as a matter of fact. Let's go do a little bit more browsing around. So here's something folks said I should be doing a while ago. Now that we're working with Zoom, we can do this. So this is my music page. So I won't spend long on it, but just want to let you know it's out here. It's TomCooneyMusic.com. As you can see, there's a music sampler there on the front page. There's my logo. That's a logo I've decided on there. What do you think of that? I've got the Celtic green eighth note pairs. And I chose a font, a sans serif font, which I think is welcoming. The psychology of fonts. Isn't it amazing? And I basically do three things. I do songwriting, I do performance, and I do music instruction. In that order, although the order's been changed the last 7 months, songwriting, music instruction, performance, and the performance has gone virtual. And it looks like we'll be virtual for quite a while, which will lead to my next social comment. Please make sure you mask. Make sure you social distance. Make sure you wash and sanitize. And make sure you respect others at all times. This is a serious thing. We are climbing to our third and large spike of cases, hospitalizations, and deaths from COVID. And that's what the data says. So regardless of what your beliefs are, that's what the data says, and that is what is happening to people. So please respect the facts and respect the science. Please be safe. Please be smart. Everybody, regardless of what your political beliefs are, be safe, be smart, hang around, stay with us. So there's different stuff on here. There's an about page, which has some riveting stuff about my background. You'll don't read it before you go to sleep. My only warning, and how to get in touch with me for lessons. There's a gallery page of some photographs. There's me with the Acoustic Blues Project. That is Earl Andrews in the middle and Leon Bonham on the right here. They're in the middle. I miss those guys. Just fun stuff. There's my college band, Rochford, Cooney, and Davis. And that's a picture of us older when we get together and do gigs once in a while. Lou Davis's son, Coulter, did that beautiful artwork. Just love those guys. Tom Rochford, a great singer-songwriter from Connecticut. And Lou Davis from upstate New York, a multi-instrumentalist supreme. Unbelievable. And a singer-songwriter, too, in his own right. There's Bill Kirkner in the lower left. I was in a duo with him for a little while. A guy from the Upper Perk Valley, just a consummate musician. Really, really great guy. And there's a picture of me over on the railroad tracks, waiting for the double D, as to quote Warren Zevon. There's some songs you can find on that page, my songs. And then there's a contact page, just like everyone else has. So when you can, look at it. And TomCooneyMusic.com. That's my YouTube page as well, Tom Cooney Music. And my social media handle is Tom Cooney Music as well. And that share should be over. Okay, good. Let me go back to the YouTube page. Make sure with our 9-second delay the share ends and we're back here. And here we are. Yeah, good. It's funny looking at myself in the past. As Tom Rochford used to say, someday we'll look back on this. Then he would turn and look back on it. Getting back to the history of comedy, as we talked about at the beginning of our show here. I'm going to step out on a wire today. I have never played this song publicly, Um, I'm fascinated with the song. I've decided to try it, so we'll see. Even through the darkest phase, be it thick or thin, always someone marches on here beneath my skin. Constant craving has always been. A great magnet pulls all souls towards truth. Or maybe it's life itself feeds wisdom to its youth. Constant craving has always been, has always been. Constant craving has always been, has always been, has always Wow, thanks for letting me try that. The first time I've ever performed that tune, Constant Craving. An outstandingly great tune. of course, written by K.D. Lang and Ben Mink. One of the most incredible recordings as well, production recordings. I believe that's from Ingenue album. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. And it is the production values are incredible. The backup singers and the backup voices, including KD, really bring the motion to the song. And there's some great musicianship behind that. Great jazz vibraphonist Gary Burton plays on that track. Just wild. It's amazing the stuff that you find out and the way things that come around. So again, this is 3 songs for Prometheus. It's every Tuesday at 4:00. I'm Tom Cooney, and you can find me on Tom Cooney on Facebook and Tom Cooney Music. Our setup now going forward, which is what a lot of performing musicians performing virtually are settling on, is to broadcast on YouTube and then copy your link out to whatever other social media that you want to. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm actually using Zoom for my basic meeting technology as well, so I can share some screens as we shared today. So that'll be our setup going forward. Hopefully provide a lot more technical consistency and a lot better viewing experience for you. Definitely appreciate all that. One other song I'll do to close out. And again, the shirt of the week is a tie-dye shirt. I never wear tie-dye. So as you can see, it looks like my green screen in the background is showing through my tie-dye. I've got the universe coming through my tie-dye, man. Whoa. What is in this tea? That's the shirt of the week. The coffee cup of the week is a handmade coffee cup. Do you like that? A friend of mine made that. Just love the pattern and the colors on that. I hope you've got some nice tea and coffee cups that you use at home. It is wonderful. Our Budster is here with us this week, flying by. He's keeping us all sane and keeping us all happy. Make sure you're safe and well and kind and positive. Appreciate all the great things that you do every week and every day to get through this. We're probably about, 50 or 60% of the way through this, it looks like, before a widely available vaccine is available. So it's been a long time. So, which means there's a lot more work to do. There's COVID fatigue going on. People are getting frustrated. They just want to kind of give up on all the extra precautions and just say, hey, what happens, happens. Don't do it. Be smart and be safe, especially if you're in a multi-generational family, or if you see your aunts and uncles and grandparents all the time. If you're in communities that are of risk, this is hitting more communities more than others. And especially if you have people with complicating pre-existing conditions, heart conditions, diabetes, lung conditions, asthma, things that if they get COVID, it is going to be a major league battle for people because this virus attacks every system. There's still little understanding about what it is and how to control its specific effects. So, and again, be positive. There's a lot of negativity around. There'll be a lot of negativity around for the next week and maybe a couple of weeks after that. But I myself think that there are going to be great positive results for our country next Tuesday. And we will be rid of this embarrassing nightmare that we're at part of. And people will take science and the truth seriously again and put this country back on the right track to the wonderful country it is, trying to fulfill its promise of equal treatment under the law for every single person, regardless of who they are or where they're from. That includes everybody, including people I disagree with. It's your Constitution too. Use it. Don't let people take it from you. We'll see you here next Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And don't forget, Monday night is my Songwriters Alive show, different songwriter each week. Last night's episode was Lisa Jeanette. It's on Rocking the Valley right now in its raw form. You can see it as one of their videos. And you can, I'll be putting up an edited version of it. I bring it into iTunes and clean up some of the ends and extra space and stuff. And what an exceptional singer-songwriter from Greater Philadelphia, and a wonderful person to talk to. Just another wonderful episode last night. Lisa Jeanette. Make sure you track that down. I'll post on my Facebook page when the movie editing is done, and I put it up on YouTube on my page. On November 9th, I'll have Brent Ellison, a great singer-songwriter, a great piano player as well, and a super nice guy. And on November 16th will be Alyssa Dodge, a great young songwriter from the region. So mixing it up as usual. Every Monday night at 7 o'clock on rockingthevalley.com or on my page here. So, and every Tuesday at 4 o'clock is 3 songs for Prometheus, our benefactor, who created us from clay, stole fire for us, made sure we had the great food from the banquet of the gods, and mercilessly teased Zeus, who did not want to be fair to humans. So, Prometheus is our pal. Promy, as I call him, my buddy, Promy. She wraps the sunrise round her shoulders, puts the stardust from her eyes. She lets the morning wind blow through her hair, thinks what a gift to be alive. Alone but never lonely, she treasures the peace she's found, the expectations, the hurt, the anger. They lay hard on the burning ground. She's the diamond in the deep, dark rough, sheltering a true burning love. She's learned to do what she loves, and love what she does. She's ready for the wonder of love's honest touch. She's the diamond in the rough. She cradles the glowing sunset. She lays vespers on the wind. Today is now yesterday, and tomorrow must wait to begin. She wraps a blanket of stars round her shoulders. She lets the moonbeams fill her eyes. She bathes in dreams of renewal, of new worlds coming to life. She's the diamond in the deep, dark rough. She's sheltering a true burning love. She's learned to do what she loves and love what she does. She's ready for the wonder of love's honest touch. She's the diamond in the rough. diamond in the rough. The Diamond, a song I wrote and started it last year in November and finished it at the end of March this year. The Diamond, about a character who's been through a lot of challenges in her life and in her loves and has learned how to shelter and grow and renew and to be content with herself among all things, above all things, so that everything else can happen after that. Thank you so much for listening. It means a lot. Thank you for liking and sharing, too. That's very important. As Not for Coltrane says, we have to let our digital overlords know what we like. For no other reason than that, it's great to like and share. Again, it is great to see you every week. I appreciate everything you all do. And I'm looking for my cursor here. Be safe and be well and be kind. Have a great, safe Halloween. It looks like it's going to be an inbound Halloween. I think we'll leave some candy out on our porch. If anyone's out, I doubt it. And vote, 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 vote. If you're voting in person, check your registration before you go. And make sure you know your polling place. Some have changed. If you're voting by mail-in ballot, do not use the U.S. mail. It is 1 week before the election. Do not use the U.S. mail. Take it directly to the county election office or to a manned, secure drop box in your county. Look on your county site to find out about it, or just Google it. You'll find it. And go to votespa.com if you have any questions. Exciting, 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 exciting. Everyone be safe